Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I'm going to show you a bit of everything when it comes to sponging and background watercolor. This is a class that I got in the mail, class in the mail. You can see it at FrenchieStamps.com. And for this class, I thought it would be great that I give the basic of the background that I use for all the cards, because it's a lot of sponging, and it's one little tip that I like to show when it comes to sponging. So I'm going to start you with the one that need more TLC. This is the goose one. So let's get started. And by the way, I got my camera mounted differently, so this is a test. I'm hoping this is going to work okay. So first thing for this one here, if you look at it, maybe I can pull you a little bit more. Here we go. Like I said, I'm testing on this here. Here we go. This one here, this is watercolor paper, and this is what I call the background wash. So we're going to do the background wash first, and then I'm going to show you how I watercolor the goose. So let's get started. I'm missing a color, I think. No, I do have it. So this one, what we need Pure Pizzazz, we need Marina Mist, and then we're going to need a Pool Party. So let's get this, and I'm going to squeeze. You see, I'm squeezing my ink pad. Open it up, and I got a palette there with the ink. The same with the Marina Mist. And I'm going to put it this way here. And then my Pure Pizzazz, and then we're going to use crumb cake too. And then my crumb cake. Okay, first thing we're going to do is take our watercolor paper. We're going to take our little spritz bottle. If you can use any bottle, but I love this. It's very a light mist. So I'm going to mist this. Then I'm going to take my aqua painter that is very under my ink pad, and we're going to start in the bottom, and that's going to be crumb cake, and you just scribble it. Okay, next one, we're going to use the Marina Mist, and again, just scribble. You don't have to and then the next one is going to be the Pool Party, and that one I just put a little bit. Okay, now we would let this dry, and while that's dry, and I'm going to show you where the Pure Pizzazz go, but let's this dry, and then I'm going to show you how to do the goose. And I pre-cut one. It's right here it is. Okay, here's the goose. What we're going to do is take the aqua painter, make sure it's plenty of water. I think I should have you a little bit more down here. Okay, I'm just going to wet this. If your paper is wet, it's going to make life easier. It color better. Now I'm going to use my markers. I'm having a little bit of, here we go. I think this is much better. Okay, now I'm going to take this color, it's a soft suede. You can use some chocolate chip and early espresso too. And I'm just going to use this, do my outline here. This I'm going to put more. Do my outline, and all where that your stamp it's already outlined, do this. And this is the soft suede, it's the lighter color, so I might as well color it all. Then I'm going to go with chocolate chip and just do my lines. See, and this here should be a bit darker. And then for the beak, I'm going to use So Saffron. Oh, this marker at Bitter Days there. Same thing for the eyes. Voila. Now you can take your aqua painter and blend this a little bit more. This is it, how I did my goose. Very simple, and he looks so real. I'm just going to bring a little bit of color there. And then if you see when it dry, if you see it's not dark enough, you can always come back and add a little bit. Voila, this is it, my friend, how I color the goose. Now I would cut the goose, and where I cut the goose, never mind the feet, just cut the body here. That's what you're going to cut. And then this is almost dry, not quite, but we're going to say it's dry enough for us. Then I'm going to take the goose, and I'm going to use early espresso. And then we're going to stamp the goose. And remember, I'm doing everything upside down here, so I'm hoping that it's still going to be okay. And when I use watercolor, usually I say use Stays On. For this one, I'm using early espresso just because, and see it was not dry enough, because I wanted the brown in the grass there. It's the only reason, but usually I would say use the Stays On, and it wouldn't bleed like that. Now, remember I told you the Pierre Pizzazz? Now I would take the Pierre Pizzazz and I would wash this here. Make sure you let it dry, so then you won't have all the brownish. That is it. Let me wash that a bit. I would add my Pierre Pizzazz. So if it's dry completely, you're going to cut your goose. And if you see my goose, it's mounted. And then it looked dimensional. And here you see it's still washed a little bit, but not that much. And that's where I add my green. This is it for this one. Let's go to the next one. Next one, it's the pink one. And so you're going to take your piece of cardstock that it's all in your kit. And again, here, this video, it's really designed for the one that I did in the class in the mail. So let me get my little square piece of paper. I got one here, I think. Yes. Okay, so now you're going to take the the pink Perlette. Take this. Take your sponge. Well, first let's do one thing different. Let's take our bird, the long bird, and this one we will use the Stays On because it is in the black, the Stays On. So let me grab my Stays On. This one we're going to stamp our bird first. So I'm going to take this. Oops, it fell down, so it's going to go there. And then a little bit more there. So then you get the long way. Now, after you're done this, now you know it finished about there. I like to use this tip for this. I take the round circle sponge and cut it in 4. When you sponge, let me move this. Don't go in circle because that's what you're going to get. So just take this. See, I just go very light. And my motion, it's back and forth because that is for the ground. So you don't want circle motion. You want just back and forth. And if you want kind of shadow, you can go darker there, darker there. And you see, I just go darker where I get my lines. Come back after your first, and you get your shadow. That is it, my friend, for this. Okay, let's move to the next one. This one here, I sent a mat in the package that look like this. That's the 1 3/8 circle punch, I want to say. 1 3/4, I'm sorry, 1 3/4. This is the first thing you're going to do. You're going to put it on your cardstock. Put this in. Let's start with So Saffron. And again, even if it's a circle, don't go in circle motion because you're going to have kind of round. Start on the side. See? Always start on the side so the excess goes. Now let's leave that like that. Let's use our Pierre Pizzazz. And then it's the same thing. We're going to take our Pierre Pizzazz and start on the side. And then I'm going to come on the round there. Because you don't want those little lines. And then when it's done, then you would use your early espresso. And I didn't wash my stamp, but it stays on. So leave your circle, your mat there, stamp your bird, voila. This is it, my friend, how you're going to do it. You can add more colors if you want. Start lighter and add more, because you cannot take any color out, but you can add more. Then I will remove this. And then you can stamp the cattails or the wheat, whatever it's called. I think it's wheat. You would stamp that right on the side and put your greeting in the bottom. How simple it is. Next one. This one, it's the same than the pink one almost. But what you're going to do is take your piece of cardstock. And we're going to start with Pool Party. And again, you would stamp the whole thing first. And this is not, it's stamped in soft suede. So what I would do is take the cattail. I don't know why I say cattail and it's sweet. Let me remove this. So I would go here, stamp once, don't re-ink, stamp another time so you get different color. Then I would take my birds, stamp once, and then if you get place on the side there, you would stamp one more time, partial the wheat, just a little bit. Voila, that is it. So now you're ready for your coloring. So what I would do is take the Pool Party right here, and then I like sponge with this end when it's for long ways, and I just go again. Remember, you just, and see the line there? That wouldn't happen if I would start on the sides. So, okay, that looked like it's water there. Okay, here I'm going to add a little bit of crumb cake for the brown. So let's take another sponge there. I had my hand dirty there. So here, just go very light. You can start on your scrap paper if you want. So now you get like your little island here. After that it's done, go back with your Pool Party and go very gentle. So the tip to this, it's don't go in circle motion, and voila, you get your background. See, I had dirty hand. So the lighter that you go, so then it's easier. You can come back and add more colors. So that's all my tip for the wetland sponging and background. Hope you learned something new. And if you get any inquiry about my class in the mail, visit my blog at FrenchSheetStamps.com. And just on top, you're going to see the logo Class in the Mail. Hope you learned something new. Till next time, happy stamping.